Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Let me tell you, I have been on a sampling craze as of late. I've had so much fun discovering and going through and spending time with all of these new perfumes to me. So today I'm going to share with you the standouts of what I've discovered lately. But before we get into it, I'm happy to announce this video is so kindly sponsored by ScentSplit. ScentSplit is truly one of my go-to places to sample, try fragrances, and they also carry full-size bottles. So if you fall in love with something, you can also purchase through ScentSplit. I have been a customer of theirs for years. Absolutely love them. They have an enormous selection of scents to choose from, one of the largest selections I've seen. When it comes to their decants, they have a variety of different sizes you can choose from. They have the small 1 ml samples and then the spray 2 ml, they got 5 ml and 9 ml. I've been advocating since the beginning of my channel, try before you buy. I think it's really important when purchasing a fragrance that it's something you deeply connect with and fall in love with. And ScentSplit has been a huge part of that for me. So if you ever want to try anything or purchase that full size that you love, I do have a discount code ANNA10 for some money off should you want to use it. So the first one I wanted to talk about is from Meo Fusciuni, and this is Sogni. Out of all of the fragrances I'm going to talk about today, I think this has to be the most creative. My interest was piqued and I had to try this because, as you may know, I recently fell in love with white rice from Danam. This has a rice note and then it's coupled with all of these woody notes, which is obviously a bit of me, and incense. And it looked like it was going to be a very transportive scent. It is. I am obsessed with the opening. When I smelled this, like, first impression, I was like, oh, clutching my pearls. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need to buy this. It's cocooning, warm, powdery from the rice, mildly sweet, mildly savory. You get that quality and hint of gourmand, but then it's loaded with dry woods. This has sandalwood, cedar, oak, gaiac, and interestingly also a tatami note, Japanese mats used for flooring, and they're made up of a core of rice straw or wood chip boards and then covered with woven rush grass. It feels very grounding, meditative, spa-like, zen, and very unisex. I get that rice note where it's like mildly sweet, mildly savory in the opening, and as this dries down, I lose the rice personally, and then this slight bitter greenness gets introduced. I'm thinking from the bamboo or tatami accord. There's also green tea and pine in the mix. Incense is mentioned, and this scent doesn't come off smoky to me. I get more like unlit incense sticks. The subtle bitterness that it has in the dry down keeps me from purchasing a bottle right now, but I think this is absolutely fantastic. I have so much appreciation for how artistic and creative this is. Very well done scent. And I'm absolutely going to be holding on to my sample, revisiting, because this could very well turn into a full-blown love for me, because it's like right there for me. Maybe that subtle bitterness will grow on me a bit. If you love earthy, woody scents with a pop of green, you like a scent that I think really conveys a story, something that's unique and transportive, give Sogni a try. Very cool scent. The next one is from Les Eaux Primordiales, Iris Palladium. If you like BDK Gris Charnel, you will like this. Absolutely related. I find that their biggest differences are in the opening. So with Iris Palladium, it's vanilla that's listed in the base, but I feel like I get it more personally in the opening. And it's a very airy, whipped, lightweight vanilla, and I definitely get a citrus undertone coming through from the cardamom. If you love cardamom, iris, sandalwood, you're gonna be all over this. You also have some lavender introduced. It's a really lovely, cozy lavender. It's not a so in-your-face, harsh blast of lavender by any means. The Gris Charnel profile is often referenced as a good rainy day fragrance, so I think that that note really adds to the experience and the cozy factor. I would describe the opening to come off more unisex, leaning feminine, and then the dry down perfectly unisex. This is more powdery than Gris Charnel with the amplified iris. It's a touch sweeter. And I would describe the opening of Iris Palladium to just come off softer in comparison to Gris Charnel. Not that it's a soft wearing fragrance, but just the feeling. The overall experience is just a bit more delicate. Once this dries down, it is extremely similar to Gris Charnel. So if you already own that scent or something like it, I do think it would be redundant to have both. But if you're interested in this profile and you don't own a scent in that category, then I absolutely recommend giving this a try because it is beautiful. And maybe if you liked Gris Charnel but you wanted something tweaked, again, it would be one to check out. From Place de Lys, Rose au Sucre. This is so pretty girl coated. Fluffy, sweet, candied vanilla rose and very powdery. I think that the notes mentioned really give you an accurate depiction of what to expect from this scent. It smells very youthful and pink. It's a raspberry, powdery, sugared vanilla, a soft rose. It comes off that note more sheer to me, like a rose water. There's a violet, fluffy musk, and definitely I think has a cotton candy vibe to it, but it's not cloying. Although very sweet, it's airy. It's soft, delicate. It really has a playful innocence to it. There's a bit of brightness coming through from the lemon. I see in the Reminds Me section on Fragrantica people comparing it to Aquilina Pink Sugar. It doesn't smell like pink sugar. This is very powdery and you have the florals introduced. However, I get the vibe, the feeling that it has. They're definitely in the same wheelhouse in that sense where they're very girly, sugary, airy. They smell pink. The next one is Patchouli Dream from Soleil de Grasse. Patchouli is very hit or miss for me and I don't usually gravitate towards dense, sweet patchoulis. So although it's not a love for me, I wanted to mention it because I think it's a really good fragrance for its category. This has a dense, creamy, rich sweetness. Definitely fall winter scent right here. There's creme brulee, vanilla, tonka bean, caramel, booziness coming in from a prominent rum. It's grounded with deep wood, amber, and then of course you have a prominent patchouli bringing in an earthiness. The patchouli is certainly noticeable, but it's not like a dirty patchouli. However, you do have to appreciate patchouli. This isn't a scent that I would recommend to like patchouli beginners. If you enjoy bold, rich gourmands and you get down with the patchouli, give it a try. My personal favorite that I came across was 1979 New Wave from Les Bains Guerbois. This has a more simplistic note structure, but I think it is absolutely stunning. I don't know what it is, but something about this perfume just has an essence of magic to me. Moonlight specifically comes to mind. This is a gorgeous, very elegant, clean smelling iris mint sandalwood perfume. I think perhaps the reason Moonlight comes to mind is because this uses a deeper iris. So color-wise, it's associated with indigo, and you have the nighttime, the night sky, and then you have this crisp coolness that of course naturally comes with the night, and that's coming through from the mint, and it smells like walking into the garden and ripping up fresh spearmint. It doesn't smell like gum, it doesn't smell like toothpaste, it's like raw, natural mint being broken up right in front of your nose. And then you have this lightweight, clean, sparkling character from the aldehydes. And the aldehydes are not loud. They don't come off harsh, sharp at all. Usually when I see aldehydes mentioned, that's like a red flag for me. But this is very delicate and smooth to me while providing, you know, that clean factor. Gives the fragrance a bit of light and sparkle, and then you have this nice sandalwood. I would describe the sandalwood to be more of a dry wood, not at all like a dry Santal 33 type sandalwood. Not at all. I could imagine there being a crisp white suede in the mix as well. I think this really just has a timeless character to it. It's understated elegance. It's a softer scent, so this is one that I overspray, but I'm just captivated by it. I think this particular pairing of iris and mint, I ordered a bottle. It is perfect for spring, so I will be reaching for this a ton this season. Then we have Acqua from Linari, and I think this makes a lovely, easy reach fragrance for spring and summer. Easy to understand, likable. It's clean, dewy, green, fresh floral with a bit of sweetness. And to my nose, it's a fruity sweetness rather than that sweetness coming through from the tonka or caramel mentioned. So that black currant or cassis highlighted is really coming through. I think this is a beginner friendly green scent. It's not grassy, herbal, or like evergreen. It's dew covered, garden-like, but still perfumey, if you will. This also has lily the valley, clean musk, jasmine. There's a youthfulness to it, but it smells perfectly suitable for any age. I could see someone 20 to 90 wearing this. Very approachable niche fragrance. I think if you like dewy florals and garden-like scents and a fruity sweetness, this would be something to check out. And then last but not least, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Floruits from Soleil de Grasse. I love this. And the moment I smelled it, I was like, this smells like it could be a flanker to Chloe Nomad Absolute, which if you know, I love. One of my favorite designer perfumes, and they made the decision to discontinue it. So this is by no means a dupe, but it has that same oak moss citrus DNA, but with added passion fruit. So this is sweeter, it's juicy, it's fruity and absolutely delicious while still retaining that same elegant, chic, Chypre DNA. I think it's gorgeous. It has this clean, earthy, woody, mossy base. And where Chloe Nomad Absolute has Mirabelle Plum, this has mandarin and passion fruit. This also has sheer, crisp white florals. It's really blending together this classy, chic DNA with something bright, lively, juicy, and sweet. And that wraps up my reviews for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below. If you haven't already, if you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having a great day and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.